United Nations experts have accused Israel of genocidal acts and sexual abuse during the Gaza war. The report found that Israel used sexual, reproductive and gender-based violence as a strategy of war. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu lashed out at the Human Rights Council, describing the findings as an anti-Israel circus. Noor Ode reports now from Amman. She's there because the Israeli government and the Palestinian Authority have banned Al Jazeera from reporting from inside Israel and the occupied West Bank.
The UN says Israel has been committing genocidal acts in Gaza since October 2023 through its systematic destruction of sexual and reproductive healthcare facilities. Like the Al Basma Center, Gaza's main fertility clinic, destroyed by Israeli forces along with 4,000 embryos. A report by the UN Human Rights Council Commission of Inquiry says Israel has deliberately inflicted conditions of life calculated to bring about the physical destruction of Palestinians, including the barring of life-saving humanitarian aid.
The frequency, prevalence and severity of sexual and gender-based crimes perpetrated across the occupied Palestinian territory leads the Commission to conclude that sexual and gender-based violence is increasingly used as a method of war by Israel to destabilise, dominate, oppress and destroy the Palestinian people.
Women and girls in Gaza were disproportionately affected, directly targeted by Israeli bombardment of health facilities and starvation, according to the report, which affected their reproductive health. The authors of the report also point to a pattern of sexual violence, abuse and humiliation by Israeli soldiers and settlers against Palestinian men, women and boys, including the rape of Palestinian detainees. The UN Commission relied on several sources of information, including material published by Israeli soldiers themselves while committing these crimes. It's calling for accountability and an end to impunity for such grave crimes.
It's very important, and it's very good that the UN now itself is talking about genocide, because it's been very careful about that word in the past, but now this is a gateway. I imagine what's going to happen is that the report will be formally submitted to the International Court of Justice and the International Criminal Court, and it's their powers for accountability that will be taken forward with a case essentially prepared on their behalf.
In Israel, categorical denial of the allegations and angry backlash. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu described the UN Human Rights Council as irrelevant, anti-Semitic, rotten, and terror-supporting body. Israel knows it can't brush aside the report's serious conclusions by name-calling. Already, the International Court of Justice has found that allegations of genocide were plausible more than a year ago, and the International Criminal Court has arrest warrants out for Netanyahu and his former Minister of Defense for crimes committed in Gaza. Noor Ode, Al Jazeera, Amman.